Hey everyone, Shittier Fantano here, and today we're going to be talking about the Atomic Heart soundtrack. Yes, instead of making an actual review of this game, I decided to just talk about the fucking soundtrack. I have no idea what's going on in my head, and I do not want you to question me. I don't know, I think it would just be a little more fresh for me to talk about music, especially considering that I had a big increase when it comes to my interest in music quite recently. In case you're curious to hear what I have to say about this game, I can say it's a pretty decent game. I can tell that the developers spent a lot of time and effort, and I'm really proud of this game considering it's made in Russia, and we never get any games made in Russia like at this point. Like, seriously. The only games that we do get are shitty mobile games like Gardenscapes, and like we don't get these big AAA games that get so much attention worldwide like often. So it's really surprising to see this game come out, and I was actually quite skeptical about this game because I just couldn't believe that a good game could actually come out from Russia, and I really thought we were gonna get a cyberpunk situation, but no, this game actually ended up being really good, and I loved all these little references that only Russian and post-USSR countries kids would remember or understand. And I just really like the atmosphere and the setting, it's something so familiar to me and so close to me. And it's really cool to see a game in this setting and atmosphere. And I love the atmosphere. Once again, I really like the gameplay. I think the battle mechanics are great, and I would probably recommend you to try it out. Not to mention that the plot is also pretty good in this game, and if you're into playing video games for the plot, I guess this game would be pretty decent for you. I wouldn't say it's something great. It's just it's good. It's okay. It's not cringy. It's normal. Wait. The dialogues though are fucking cringy as hell though. That's fucking disgusting. Also, you must play this game with the Russian voice acting. Do not play it with the English dub. You are going to thank me later. I actually kind of prefer the Russian dub in a lot of games in general, not just in Atomic Heart. So yeah, if you want to have some fun, go play your favorite game with the Russian dub. You might enjoy it.
Покажи, что у тебя есть.
Сплошные раритеты по доступным Ух, сука, ты меня не видел.
Now, I don't want to talk about the entire Atomic Heart soundtrack. I specifically want to talk about the remixes, actually. Now, the actual soundtrack of the game, the majority of it, at least as far as I know, the majority of it is done by Mick Gordon. And it's no surprise that the Atomic Heart soundtrack might remind you a lot of the Doom Eternal soundtrack and Doom 2016 soundtrack, because Mick Gordon worked on all of them. He worked on Atomic Heart soundtrack, Doom Eternals, and Doom 2016s, and yeah, they are pretty similar to the point where you can put over Atomic Heart music over Doom Eternal and vice versa, and it would perfectly fit in. And while yes, the actual soundtrack of the game that you are going to hear for the majority of it is decent, this is not what I specifically want to talk about once again. I want to talk about the remixes that the game offers. Well, you see, this game is taking place in the futuristic Soviet Union, and the game really tries to put you into that atmosphere, like you're in the Soviet Union. But the game really tries to put you into that atmosphere. So not only did the developers decide to put in classic Soviet Russian music, which makes sense, it would be perfect. They have authors like Alla Pugacheva, who was a legend back then. She was a big Russian artist back in the USSR. She was extremely famous, and putting her classic, absolutely legendary songs in this game was a great idea. These songs weren't just legendary back then. They're still massive right now. Like, a lot of people still listen to them, and they're considered to be absolute hood classics. And it was extremely smart of people to put these songs in the game. But not only did they just not put the songs in the game, they also remixed them, which is even cooler because not only do these remixes fit in with the brutal and aggressive gameplay of Atomic Heart, but they also are refreshed, and a lot more people from all over the world can listen to them. So these classic, absolutely legendary Russian tracks can be recognized all over the world and can be experienced by all sorts of different people, and I just find it really awesome. I really like to see it. And that applies to a lot of other different references that Atomic Heart had. Like, for example, Atomic Heart had a cartoon called Ну Погоди, which translates to Just You Wait. Basically, you can see the cartoon playing in the safe room, and it was really fun to see my favorite creators like Pyrocynical react to them.
I think I just got a double-barreled shotgun. What the fuck?
It's just some furry shit.
It was still really fun to see how people would react to this cartoon that I used to watch as a kid. I didn't grow up in the Soviet Union, but I was raised on the Soviet cartoons anyways, so it was really fun to see how people would react to these little references and jokes. Not to mention that the remixes themselves are just pretty good in general. they don't just fit in with the game. I actually really genuinely like them. And if you can't play or don't want to play Atomic Heart, at least listen to these remixes. I think you can give it a listen and you might enjoy it. My favorite tracks are Trava u doma, Arlekina, and Kamarova. Two of them are metal. One of them is funk, and you can actually hear Arlekino in one of the trailers. And by the way, just so you feel the difference, let me show you this little edit I did.
Какое право дело вам до тех, над кем пришли повеселиться вы?
Oh fuck, I put the wrong game in. So yeah, this probably wasn't the video that you were expecting me to upload after literally abandoning this channel for such a long time without a normal big-ass video. And just you wait, I am working on a video about the entire Doom franchise, and I think it's turning out pretty decent. In the meanwhile, you can join my Discord server and chat with me with my other viewers. I notify people about my streams, about my upcoming videos and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just fun. It's funny. Go join it. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a video talking about the Atomic Heart soundtrack and basically my experience with it, my thoughts on it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for watching the video. Thanks for your patience, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.